On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. And the Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense that has the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your
maybe some room here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
He's going for the goal line, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Now on the option, the pitch. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
To the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cutler. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They feed him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He might want another play. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week.
Snags it and he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Volunteers have their offense in high gear.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown ball.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punted.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure into 1st down. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the unleashes one deep. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
21, Tennessee, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Under fire. Heaves it on the run. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Volunteer. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to test the right side with this one. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
Maybe a crease. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Might be changing the route. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Here's Underwood to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Tennessee's head coach coming out of the locker room. This is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw again. Fires left. Complete downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Now they'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood on the play action. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, there have been so many momentum swings here in this game, but right now it is all offense. They have been able to answer here to start the second half, and now they get another opportunity. I can definitely sense the chemistry and energy rising here on the sideline. I'll keep you posted if they're able to keep that going here in the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Conridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll try the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He wants to change this route. Underwood. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And this is one of those things that are really hard to stop for a defense, man. When that QB starts to get outside the pocket, now I'm thinking he's going to run it. What are my rules? Nice job by the running back starting to creep back towards his quarterback. Now, listen, you throw it over the middle of the field late, it doesn't always turn out well, but on this play, big conversion. Nice job scrambling around, buying some time for his running back to get up.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll test the right side.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's on target and complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Cutler. Pulled down for the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed.
Makes the grab in their space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The freshman safety is still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Run in the red zone, it's Cutler. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man on the right. Looking for the end zone. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On the option. Pitches it back. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Time for the offense to try to put together a fourth-quarter drive to break a tie. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by there he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dotson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
first down. Pocket breaking down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let him get behind him, and they knock the football to the ground.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The ball strike back for the touchdown.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On the ground, it's Cutler. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, they're going to run to the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot in.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Big Blue with the response.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great and flawless execution by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Upstairs he's got it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season. But